YouTube, Franchise Sports TV, back again with another video. And make sure I say Franchise Sports TV because I've been saying Franchise History TV. That's my other channel. I'm going to plug that channel right quick. That channel has been popping. It has been popping because of a particular video I did 2 years ago? I don't even remember. It could have been 3 years ago. But I did a video 3 years ago, and all of a sudden, I guess the algorithm's been nice to it. So that channel has been popping. I just released 2 videos on that channel. And if you're interested and want to know what that channel is about, that channel is about, that channel is about entertainment. Particularly a niche in entertainment. Lately, I've been doing a lot of MonsterVerse stuff, Godzilla, Kong stuff on there, some Spider-Man stuff. I just spoke about Star Wars. I don't really speak much about Star Wars too much anymore because it's painful to talk about. But yeah, I do that kind of stuff on that channel. You might get a face reveal because I used to show my face back in the day. Oh shoot, I should have never said that. Now I can get a whole bunch of people try to go over that channel, try to see what I look like. Well, guess what, people? Most of those videos when I am in front of the camera, those are about 4 years old. I have changed since then. Got a little bit more muscular. Because at the time, the gyms was closed. And some of these videos were done during COVID. So, I got a little bit more muscular since then. Yeah. Whatever. But Franchise History TV. That's my other channel. Finally gonna get that and hopefully monetize soon. They've been beating up that channel. For some reason due to copyrights. Damn Warner Bros. But anyways, enough talk. Talk about some sports here. And particularly, I finally found something I agree with Gilbert Arenas. So, I just happened to see this video come across my recommendations. And it was really very interesting, to say the least. And where is it at? The title of this video is Gilbert Arenas gives the truth on who ran the Kobe and Shaq Lakers. I guess he's sitting down with Kenyon Martin, Brandon Jennings, and I guess the other host that's on Gilbert's show. I don't know who he is, but that's who he's sitting down with. They're discussing who ran the Lakers. And it goes into a deep discussion about a lot of stuff. I'm going to play the video right quick right now.
Shaq said he wasn't the best player during the Lakers three-peat, but he did say he was the most dominant. So Shaq and Kobe were one of the best duos the basketball world has ever seen, but was Kobe's role playing along Shaq misunderstood by the masses?
Yeah. Shaq actually admit that. He wasn't the best player on the team, but he was the most dominant. I agree with that. I agree wholeheartedly with that one. I think the most talented person on that team was Kobe Bean Bryant, but they was going to play through Shaq. He was the most dominant force in the league. Why not play through him? But anyways, move on.
It wasn't misunderstood. What does that even mean?
Just from the standpoint, a lot of people say,
yeah, because the people trying to make it out to be somebody's team, right?
Always.
It had to have been one of their teams, and if it didn't work, it was somebody's fault. They was always that.
Back then?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Back then it was Shaq's team.
But
right,
but when Kobe was coming into his own, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, they're trying to say Kobe was a sidekick.
Oh, the same thing they're doing Jaylen Brown now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. To an extent.
Basically. Same thing.
Basically, yeah.
Right, so...
Same thing they asked D-Wade, LeBron.
Yeah.
It's that.
And then it's like that. It's like they get into this, I want to break something up. Right? It's that idea. Like, I want to break something up. Mm-hmm. We never heard that before. Whose team was it, Magic Johnson's or
Kareem?
Or Kareem. Nah, it was never that, right? No, right? Carmelo, John Stockton. No, it was just Jordan, Pippen, right? We know, right? You see how everything now...
MJ's team, but obviously.
But you see how everything now is to keep something intact.
Yeah.
Right? If I can break up these twos, we can keep the prestige of the past.
Yeah, it's the drama.
Shaquille O'Neal, that first championship, right? He was dominant, right? Kobe finished it off just like how he said, that.
Here's one thing about that. Gilbert is right when it comes to that. I wouldn't say until it got to the Kobe and Shaq Lakers, they started trying to do this weird, the media tried to do this weird dividing thing between the two. I think one of the reasons why it became like that because of the whole feud between Kobe and Shaq. And I think they just put more fuel into the fire and try to make Kobe versus Shaq for drama, points and views and all this stuff. But when it comes to those 2000 Lakers teams, I think you would have to say it was Shaq's team to a point. I want to say it was both of their teams, 50% each, because those were the two biggest stars on those teams, two biggest stars in the league at the time. And Kobe was still coming into his own, but you got to think also, if there ain't no Kobe, the Lakers wouldn't get that far, because we've seen what happened with Shaq when he was in Orlando. He always needed that number, that other two, that number. Everybody needs a number two. I don't know why everybody keeps thinking this person led the team all by themselves. There's always a number two somewhere. And as soon as Penny went down, started getting hurt and all this stuff. Actually, I think he got hurt before Shaq left. But as his career went on, Shaq always needed that person. He always would need that person. Everybody's going to need that person, that number two in their book. So my problem is people try to act like Shaq carried Kobe. No. No. 27 points in the finals in 2001 is not a carry job. I don't think he averaged 27. I think he averaged around 25, 24 points in the finals. I think Kobe did. Kobe averaged around 24 to 25 points in the NBA finals. That is not a carry job. But let's continue. I don't want to make this video too long, because they had some other interesting stuff.
That second championship,
It's Philly.
both of them, like the series before that, Kobe took over that series. Right, Shaq still did his thing. The final series, right, against Philly, that was Shaquille. Right, Shaquille was in the finals, that was his. But the series before that, Kobe was on a tear. I think that was would that have been Portland?
Portland.
Yeah, that was Kobe was Portland.
When they threw the lob.
yeah. Kobe was Portland. Right, so just like anything.
I think they got their years mixed up. I don't think the Lakers played Portland in 2001. They say 2001 because they was talking about Philadelphia. No, they played they played Portland in 2000. When they played the Sixers in the finals, they played the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals. So I think they got that mixed up. But moving ahead.
Different series require somebody else to step up.
Right. Different
Should've get
series.
Shaq.
Oh, shit, yeah. It's weird. It's weird. This is the weird part of it. They always try to take away from somebody's legacy who's in the part of the championship, right? But they heighten the other one. So they heighten whoever number one option is, and don't give the value to number two. Right? So, Kobe couldn't win without Shaq, but Shaq gets all the credit for his
Bingo.
championships, right?
Like I just said.
And that's the bad part of what we're in. One person is going to get the full credit while the other one gets a diluted credit. Like, you couldn't win without this dude. Well, shit, he couldn't win without me either. The motherfucker averaged 20, 29 round one, 30 in round two. Like, I did my goddamn part. Shit, I did my part for these rings, right? So you can't say I couldn't win without this person because all history is going to do that. Every part of history, no matter who you name, if there's a number one option, there's going to be a dominant number two option. If Kareem wasn't on it, can Magic have won? If Magic was on it, can Kareem have won? Right? Bird had a player. Can number two win without McHale? Can McHale win without? You can do that to fucking every fucking basketball player.
Bingo. He said it right. He said it absolutely correct. The media does try to delude the number two. They did it to Scottie Pippen. They made Scottie, but the media, not Jordan, the media. That's why Scottie Pippen got the grudge now, because the media did this. The media did this. Jordan always get credit to Scottie Pippen. It's on video. He always did. So, but here's the problem. Because Gil was something really interesting, too. When he said they always try to delude the second option or the second star to prop up the first star. And guess who did that? And guess who the media does that? Particularly the Lestans do that to. They did that. Did that to Dwayne Wade. He did it to Chris Bosh. Even to the extent of doing that to Anthony Davis. If you know who I'm talking about. We do not need to say his name because you already know who I'm talking about. They prop up him, but they forget about Kyrie Irving or Dwayne Wade and Anthony Davis. Except when the Bucks, they try to prop up Chris Middleton and talk about Chris Middleton showing one Finals MVP instead of Giannis. I can't believe people actually said that dumb crap, but they just don't like Giannis. But there's more that they was talking about. I won't go through all of it because this is a 13-minute video. Because they went in a little about talking about Scottie Pippen and how Scottie felt not being like he had any part of the Bulls' 6 championships. And they talk about how Scottie should have went somewhere else in free agency. But would have been the man if he was on this team. But even though he did have a chance to be the man on the Bulls after Jordan left, it didn't go. It went as planned, but it didn't go as planned. I'll just say that. He had the whole Tony running plays for 22 coach and all that stuff and how he acted towards that. They talk about that. I'm not going to get into all the entire video. But yes, I think when it comes to the Kobe and Shaq Lakers, I think it was a mutual 50-50 kind of thing. They both ran it. I think Shaq was the most dominant force during that time. Because they also go in and talk about that. They had a picture of Shaq dunking all over the New Jersey Nets because Kenyon Martin was talking too. But I think he was the most dominant player during that time in terms of trying to stop him because in the finals run, there was really no one to stop Shaq. But also at the same time, it was hard to stop Kobe. I watched those finals. Kobe was he was great. And as far as Kobe's concerned, when he finally ran to the Lakers for himself many years later, it wasn't for Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum, Lamar Odom. He ain't winning those 2 final rings. So I don't think there's ever going to say there's a carry job, per se. I think there's always going to be a solid number 2 everywhere on every championship team. It's like Wilt had Jerry West, or you could say Jerry West had Wilt. That's what it took for them to win a ring. Back in the early 70s, Kareem, when he won his first championship, had Oscar Robertson. When he didn't have any Oscar Robertson, when Kareem, It seems like when Kareem was successful, not to say Kareem was trash. He was obviously one of the considered to be in GOAT status, but once Kareem had that point guard, like a Oscar Robertson, like a Magic Johnson, he went to the mountaintop. It's always a symbiotic, mutual relationship when it comes to basketball. I don't think there's ever a carry job unless your second option is just trash. I don't even think the 1975 Golden State Warriors was a carry job. Let me see something right quick. I don't make this video too long. Like 15 minutes already. Let me see something right quick. What was the best option on the 1975 Golden State outside of Rick Barry? Sorry for not knowing this off the top of my head. I am 34 years old, but I still know more than some 34-year-olds or younger people. Ooh, shoot. 1975 finals. What was it? Rick Barry, Jamal Wilkes was the best option. I think Jamal Wilkes wasn't even in the league that long. Yeah. Let me see the points. Let's see here. Let me look at the averages that year. Yeah, Jamal Wilkes was drafted in 1974. But when it comes to, I don't think they got the points averages, who averaged the most during that time. I don't think they do. But yeah, there's always going to be a number two. And the number one is always going to need the number two, no matter what. So that's pretty much it with that video I wanted to explain there. I'm willing to hear what other people think about it right quick. I really want to know who was the second points wise. I don't think they got recorded points. I'm sitting here still looking for this. But anyways, Jamal Wilkes as a rookie was still decent. And that team was only 48-34. But their offensive rating was second out of 18 teams and fifth out of defensive rating, fifth out of 18. That's crazy. But anyways, tell me what you guys think.